So hey guys, today we're going to do a bit of a dumb deck building concept. And I'm not going to immediately spoil it, but yeah, so we are going to be building some Phantom Knights cards, and we're going to be doing something dumb with them, essentially. So I think it's probably best if we start off with, I'm thinking, the Pearly cards. So this is probably a good starting point. So we'll grab 2 copies of uh, Pearl Lily. Then probably my friend will just cap out on all of the good Pearly cards essentially. So Happy Memory sounds good to me. We'll throw in like these guys as one-ofs, sure. And these are also just starters, so we would want these as well. I don't think we want straight Burley Street. Probably not that relevant. And ideally, I think we do want a way to search out a field spell. I want to specifically search out a field spell, actually, I think, right? So I think we kept out on all of the important names. We even run Pearly Yeep? Actually, yeah, we don't need Pearly Yeep, so we're fine. Pearly Sharely. Not sure if we care about these, honestly, so we'll move on from that for now. And then we'll throw in Standard Zeus, because, you know, it makes sense, I guess. And keep in mind, we are definitely building Phantom Knight, so we're going to grab a couple of Phantom Knights cards. Well, actually, maybe we'll wait on that a bit before we get into that. So, I do want to run certain cards though. So I want to run the XYZ Dragons, and I will optimize the extra deck a little bit later, but okay. I have a Royal Arc Rebellion XYZ Dragon, just randomly. I have 3 Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragons. I could dismantle like one of those at least, I guess. I mean, yeah, it's never really come up, so whatever. Wish I had a Royal Dark Requiem instead, but you know what? We take what we can get, so we want that as well. And then the next thing we want to do, let's see. Yeah, so we have a lot of main deck space, so we'll just start by throwing in some, I guess, some of these, right? So Ash Blossom, Joyous Spring sounds good to me. And then let's grab uh, Infinite Impermanence. Yeah, might as well while we're here. Multiply the grave, and we still have a lot of space, so we're going to be doing some cutting in the extra deck, I guess, in a bit. Starting with... Wait, did I even put it in the extra? Oh, I did. I don't think we need happiness. I don't think. So we're just going to remove that for some extra deck space for the time being. And next engine I want to put into this Punk engine. So we'll be grabbing as many Punk starters as possible as well. So our goal here is probably just to get any Punk starter with a Pearly starter, and that should work out, I think. Yeah. So we're going to want to be grabbing some guys. Which guys? Not you. Okay. So wagon. We'll need 1 wagon for sure. Madame Spider, I think we can skip if we're trying to be optimal here. So we'll grab an extreme session. And then we need these guys, and these guys. And perfect. We can go to 45 if we want, or a little bit higher. Yeah, that's probably where we'll go. So we'll just keep it minimal on this somewhat. And we have emergency teleport, which we need as well. So we'll just have to calc out the line real quick to make sure this works. So first thing we're going to be wanting to do is activate Xiamen. We can discard a random card that isn't going to be too important to us. We can do that. Summon Shirakusai. Sharkusa is then going to allow us to summon Wagon and Deer Note, and then this will add us a copy of the field spell, and then we are going to synchro summon into some sort of 8. So in this case, we can do not that much, right? Yeah. So for this one, just because I have this already, I guess we'll use Diablantis, the Menacing Mantis. And then that will allow us to trigger, to bring back Rising Carp or a copy of Foxy Tune, which we probably have in the graveyard. We should have one or the other, like, no matter what. So then afterwards, I want to make, one of these guys. Let's see. Its name is not Crimson Dragon. Well, what's the name of this card again? It is some sort of dragon. If I type in dragon, I'm in for a bad time, right? To Zulkin. And then we can set the field spell to trigger to Zulkin, allowing us to summon Ancient Fairy Dragon. And then Ancient Fairy Dragon can pop our Punk field spell to grab us another field spell. And the field spell I want is this one. But spell it right this time. We will... Oh, I have a royal one. Varian Untopia. So this has the effect of... Well, I guess it doesn't super matter. Well, okay, so we'll grab Varian Untopia. And then afterwards, we'll be wanting to, of course, make Bardiche as well. So we grab our Bardiche. And we'll need some Phantom Knights cards as well now. So now we will want probably at least one Fogblade. And then we'll want as well a copy of Phantom Knights Rank Up Magic Force. We'll want as well the Phantom Knights of Silent Boots. We'll need one of those guys at minimum. Torn Scales, I don't think we super care about the rest of these, honestly, but we should grab either way, I think. A copy of Ancient Cloak, and then a copy of Ragged Gloves. So we have to calc this out properly. But let's see, we have Tzolk'in, which is a dark, Ancient Fairy Dragon, which is a light, and then we need to make Bardiche. So that means we should, to be on the safe side, cut one of these cards. Let's see what we can actually cut here. I think we can't cut anything aside from Arc Rebellion, so we'll just cut Arc Rebellion then. Okay. And we'll just simply put in IP to make it a little more consistent for us to be able to go into our Bardiche. If we need to like link off a Punk or something, we'll be able to do so. And then go into Bardiche. And then Bardiche is going to be able to set in the back row a card, and it sends one Phantom Knights monster from our deck to the graveyard as well. So we're going to be able to do that, and to do that we will need the appropriate targets. So we should run one more Fogblade just to prevent ourselves from bricking too much. And we don't need Shade Brigandine at all here. Okay. So this is going to look pretty convoluted and not make sense. But here is the big reveal. Alright. So let's find combo first. So here we don't have what we need. Okay. Here, no Pearly. We have a Pearly Happy Memory, and this should be good enough. Ideally, we would grab Delicious off of my friend, but, you know, it is what it is. But actually, we don't have Punk Starter in this hand. Okay, so we have a Punk Starter in this hand, and it's the best we could ask for. And we have my friend plus Happy Memory, and then this can add any Pearly card. Okay, so we'd probably add like a Pearly, normal Pearly for discard fodder, I guess. Whatever. And we already have the Fam Knights rank up, which is fine. So alright, start with Emergency Teleport. Teleport will then special summon a Xiamen. Xiamen will then grab us a copy of Sharakusai, and here we can avoid discarding for Foxy, so we won't discard Foxy, I guess. We'll just get rid of Foxy. We could discard My Friend if we wanted. That's actually an option that's not that bad, surprisingly enough. Definitely worth consideration. So, okay. Our play here is going to be to do the full punk line that we discussed earlier to go into Ancient Fairy Dragon. So if we did open like a Purlily or a Pearly, that would be fine because we can special summon it off of the effect of Ancient Fairy Dragon. And then we're not really hoping for a normal Pearly, we're hoping for Purlily, so we're guaranteed to be able to go into one of our Pearly XYZs. We should always be able to get a card off of My Friend, so that should work pretty well. And I guess here in this case, we could do Purlily revealing, or My Friend revealing like Purlily, and then Delicious, for example. And we could discard the Happy Memory, so it gets a little bit complicated. But point is, after we do the punk line, we should end on Tzolk'in on field. So we have Tzolk'in, Ancient Fairy Dragon, and then we should have one more card, right? Yeah, we should have been able to grab our Baryon Untopia, and then this will allow us to then wait, is this the right one? No, wait, I grabbed the wrong field spell. Well, we'll change it out later, I guess. It's not actually supposed to be Baryon Untopia, but okay. This still kind of does something, which is interesting, but okay. So next thing we're supposed to do here is that we can link off, I guess, to Tzolk'in with Ancient Fairy Dragon or Ancient Fairy Dragon with something else, which we will hopefully have one more additional body, which I think we can get. So in this case, we'll go like Purlily, My Friend, and then we'll discard like some other card. And then we should be able to get some Pearly quick play. And then we can try to gamble with Pearly to see if we can hit another card and well add a card to our hand, which it could happen or not happen, it doesn't particularly matter. And then we can link off Pearly and Ancient Fairy Dragon to make IP, and then IP with Tzolk'in to make the Fam Knights of Rusty Bardiche, which we have to link off for IP to get our 2+ Dark Monsters for Rusty, and then we'll be able to use Rusty's effect. And in this case, we're going to probably set a Fog Blade, and then we can set or send a copy of Silent Boots. If we had a more optimized extra deck, we would do what we need, I guess. So we would be able to like special summon Silent Boots and then link off Silent Boots and then add like another Fog Blade in this case. So we have like double Fog Blade plus Fam Knight's rank up. And here in this case, well, I guess I'll explain it after I fix this. So remove Baryon Untopia. This is the wrong card. We need a different card. So I believe it is the one of these field spells that should show up somewhere, right? Not this one. So it should be vaguely related to this. So if we go here, here, Zexal Field. This is the one we wanted. So, Zexal Field, different effect from Baryon Entopia. So the idea with Baryon Entopia is that we're going to be able to rank up specifically Downard Magician into a copy of Dark Requiem XYZ Dragon. In this case, we with Baryon Entopia, I don't think we have like an actual like good target to do anything with. Well, let's real quickly check what Baryon Entopia says. So, the entirety of this doesn't really do anything. So let's see. Once per turn, if you special summon an XYZ monster with a rank up magic spells effect, you can target that XYZ monster and one monster your opponent controls. Attach that opponent's monster to that XYZ monster's material. So in this case, we would be able to attach one of our opponent's monsters to ours, and that's still like technically an interruption. And this rank up will also trigger the Fam Knights of Rusty Bardiche. It has this effect here. If a Dark XYZ monster is special summoned to a zone, discard points to while this monster is on the field, except during the damage step, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. So, suck up one, pop one. That's essentially what we were going to do. So, the important thing about using the Pearlies is that we would get a few more materials than, I guess, usual when we go into Downard Magician. So the idea here is pretty simple. We're going to have like a Pearl Lily, and then when we do Pearl Lily effect to rank up into like, let's say a Beauty, then this will have the Pearl Lily as a material and the spell as well. So that makes us 2 material Beauty, and then if we rank up into Downard, that is a 3 material Downard, and then we're going to rank up into Dark Requiem, which is then going to put us at 1, 2, 3, 4 materials, Dark Requiem, and then we're going to trigger this effect then. If an XYZ monster is special summoned to your field, except during the damage step, you can target one of those monsters. Attach one XYZ monster from your extra deck or graveyard to that monster as material. So we're going to then attach as an XYZ material to Dark Requiem XYZ Dragon, Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, so that its effect can actually be activated. And this actually has quite a powerful effect, actually. When your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can detach one material from this card, negate the activation, and if you do destroy that card, then you can special summon one XYZ monster from your graveyard. So this isn't necessarily going to immediately happen, but this is any XYZ monster, so we're able to special summon back Pearly Beauty. Beauty isn't that great necessarily, but you know, it is what it is, because it's no longer a quick effect, unless we can trigger Zexal Field, who then like try something with this, I guess. Would that work? No, it wouldn't. But we could still make a Zeus with it, I guess. With Beauty. It's a no material Beauty, sadly. Can't really equip anything onto this. But, you know, we can summon back our, like, Beauties, our Happinesses, and then we could potentially go into Utopic Draco Future if we had, like, a more efficient way to go about this. But essentially, this is, not once per chain Apollosa. So when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can detach one material from this card and negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Then optional to special summon an XYZ monster from our graveyard. And of course, if we activate these negates, it will trigger Bardiche. And there's like one downside to this card, right? Is it there? Checking. Nope. No downside to Fam Knight's rank of Magic Force, actually, so yeah, we're golden. We just summoned Dark Requiem XYZ Dragon, and then we can negate our opponent 5, 6 times, or however many materials we have. I'm losing track. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times. Right, wait. Was that right? 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. 5 times. And if it comes up, I guess we can also make like an expertly noir, so that's cool, I guess. Which, I mean, I don't think that's going to come up with this build, but essentially, all this deck is pop one and then monster negate a billion times. So this is like Apollosa, but on steroids, essentially. And that's the basic idea behind this deck build here. So pretty simply, we're going to look for a hand that can do it, and this hand does it because we have any Pearly quick play, so that'll work. And then we can go like either like Itelli, Xiamen, whatever. And we do still have, so we actually barely have combo because we've actually stuck with 2 of these Fan Knights cards, but which kind of sucks here, I guess. So this is awkward in the fact that we can't activate them. If we had just an Ancient Cloak, we could do Ancient Cloak to add like Silent Boots and then Silent Boots to so we can just discard twice with no worries. So if we ever opened Ancient Cloak, we can do like Foxy, discard Ancient Cloak add Silent Boots, and then we can do send Silent Boots off of one of our early cards, and then we still have one more guy we could send, but we open 2 of them, so we just have to discard them from hand. Normally, we can't actually do the search to maintain like card advantage, so, or I guess hand card advantage, however you want to look at it. So that's unfortunate, I guess, but yeah, this was a bit of a goofy combo, and that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.